My first solo exhibition was in 2011, which was almost 10 years after I really started painting work on the street. It felt like a significant milestone at the time, but in hindsight, I think it's just been one of hundreds of small steps in my career. At the end of my exhibition at Burnham Beaches, I had the then planning minister come through and he said to me, "This is great, what are you thinking of doing next?" And I actually just asked him, "What's happening upstairs at Flinders Street?" I started working with the then Melbourne Festival, hoping to open it in 2020. And then all of a sudden there was the pandemic. It was an extreme challenge because we didn't really have much access to the site. So during lockdowns, I actually taught myself how to do 3D modelling. Go straight to the train station. This is actually where we loaded everything into. Everything through that green door and into this lift. What we created for time was a space as if it had been walked away from almost 70 years earlier. It involved, I think, almost 120 creatives. To have it there for 6 months and have it completely sold out, I was so grateful to everyone who came. But in the end, we only had 2 weeks to pack up and get out. To start this discussion with Agua, and the idea of showing it again was hugely exciting. It took a long time to work out exactly where the exhibition might fit. We knew there was a building at the back, the Centenary Galleries, and it hadn't been really used for 20 years. And we could get floor plans, and because of my experience of dealing with Flinders Street and the 3D models, and I could mock up some concepts of where the furniture and objects and the layout of the exhibition might work. There was this room in the centre and I wasn't quite sure what to do with it. None of the other installations really fit into the space, and it had these staircases that one was right inside the door that you would enter and one was right after as you exited. And our solution was to actually build a platform from staircase to staircase, and this also meant we now have a stage in the room, and the stage led us to the idea of making a theatre. Still trying to make it in this way that kind of felt like it was abandoned and really quite dark, but there's still this kind of mysterious romance left in the room of this longing. Creating work that feels like it's right on that precipice of about to fall apart or disappear, or just from a world that no longer exists, all stems from painting street art and graffiti. Trying to create my works with a similar kind of sentiment where it may not last forever and you have to appreciate it now while it's here because it might be gone tomorrow.